she went for a month and stayed a year. And the day she arrived, she met the president, Obote. And so she spent that time in Africa and then traveled around Africa. So again, uh, she saw this thing of that she had instilled in us going to Africa. And fortunately, she's in her 70s now, and she got to go to Africa and travel around Africa. But she was loving and caring and believing and dedicated and strong. She was strong in spite of all these things. I'm saying the house we grew up in, 6 children, no food, cold, and she persevered. And I played in the choir, and I played for the choir, church choir, and Daddy would sing, and I'd say off key. But no, Mama she was just something else.
All right, let me go back a little bit. Someone as highly educated as her, as we talked about the fact that most black women didn't even go to college. She went to college way back then in that era, graduated, had a certificate, was already teaching in Kentucky, already teaching in Tennessee. She comes to this little town in Ohio, and she can't teach. And they would not give her a job teaching, correct me if I'm wrong, but they would not give her a job teaching because she was black. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Not because of her qualifications, because she was highly qualified, but she was black. And there's no way a black person is going to teach white children. Absolutely no way.
All right. So she went from being highly educated with a college degree to having to scrub white people's toilets.
No, she didn't scrub the toilets. She was a maid. No, that was one of my summer jobs. I scrubbed the toilets.
Okay.
I went there and scrubbed the toilets and the floors and so on. But no, she was a maid and then housework and then talked with this lady and so on. That was it.
Okay, so she was the maid, and as you said, she was more educated than the woman that she was the maid for.
Right.
All right. That certainly can be depressing and disappointing, but she persevered through her faith, and it's interesting because she did win at the end. She ended up traveling all around the world. She ended up seeing her children travel and teach and live all around the world.
Right.
And I know for a fact, because I was around by then, that she had such a great pride in her children. And she was a very regal lady. She really carried herself like the Queen Mother wherever she went. It was easy for her to talk to presidents and celebrities and so on and so forth. So that's interesting. The arc of the story, starting off one way, and when you're young, you're in carriages and living pretty good, and your father works for the post office, which was a great job back then. And then the other arc is going to college and those achievements, and then the arc of going into Franklin and having that time during the Depression, and a very depressed time. And then the arc again is then persevering and being able to travel all around the world. And I remember even with myself, anyone that knew Leon knew how much he loved his grandmother. And she met everybody that I was around. She met Muhammad Ali and all the Motown acts and so on and so forth. And everybody would just call her grandma, you know. And she just held her own all the time. She held court with all those people, and everyone gravitated to her. What did she impart in you and your brothers and sisters?
I don't know, really. Just keep on keeping on. Don't give in. Just have faith. Believe in all kinds of possibilities.
All right, so let me piggyback piggyback on that a moment. Keep on keeping on believing, all types of possibilities. We're talking about the Depression. You were raised during the Depression, correct?
Hmm.
You were poor, not enough to eat. Most people did not go to college during the Depression, much less a lot of blacks going to college during the Depression. So, how was it that 6 kids ended up going to college and they all got a degree?
Well, you see, we didn't set out, like the day that when you're 10 years old, you start planning about where you're going to go to college. No, we didn't even talk about college. We didn't talk about college. We didn't have any money to go to college. So we didn't talk about college, but we learned. That's what I said. We studied, we learned. We were all at the top of our class, valedictorians and so on. And so then, I told you Leon, your father, when he graduated from high school, now I don't know whether it's true or not, they said he weighed 97 pounds. And that's why as a boxer, he was great. He would always run out of steam, out of strength. He wasn't strong physically. But so Leon, when he,
Well, 1 second, because we're going to get into each sibling in a second. But I got to go back to this question. I don't know if it was instilled in you from grandma. I don't know how it came about, but somehow, some way, something happened that made 6 poor black kids during the Depression, not affluent times, during the Depression, yet somehow have the inspiration to go to college.
well, it wasn't going to college. Forget going to college. We went to high school. We excelled in high school, okay? And then we had to do something. And that's why your brother Leon, he went off to join the 3C camp, and that led him on and on and on. So it wasn't, hey, one day we're going to college. No, we never talked about it. But I'm saying that thing of being successful and accomplishing and believing in yourself, that's what did it.
Okay.
So it wasn't, hey, we're going to go to college.
All right, and who instilled the being successful, believing in yourself? Is that from around the table?
That's from around the table and from Mama and Daddy.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Now, Joe, before we go to the next segment, which is on each sibling, any other questions on any of this?
Were there any stories about Grandma in Africa? I know she came to visit us in Sierra Leone. Talked about, Uganda. Any memories of coming into Sierra Leone, or did she visit Uncle James in Ghana? That's one thing I don't remember.
She visited him in Ghana. She came to Sierra Leone. There in Sierra Leone, she'd get on the bus and ride around in Freetown and go here and go there. But no, that's no special stories or anything. But she liked it, and it was great.
All right. One thing that we did not touch upon with her letter writing. I understand you have lots of letters, even now.
No, unfortunately I don't. No, but again, in this town, we didn't have a telephone. No telephone. We never locked the front door. So you had to communicate with postcards, penny postcards, or letters. And that's why we had letters. But no, we didn't have a telephone.
Now, Leon's talking about all the letters that are here in this house that you're trying to transcribe. And where were those? Those are definitely Grandma's letters.
No, those are not letters. This is her memories that I'm trying to get together. And so over there, I'm trying to get it together. Her memories of growing up, and that's where, you know, things that I remember. Some of them talking about, but from her talking and her writing, um, and I have it over there, and I'm trying to put it all together.
Okay.
So you're saying these are her personal writings, as opposed to letters, you're saying?
This is her memories. Her memories. Yes.
And is it 10 pages, 50 pages? I'm just trying to get an
I
idea.
don't know, 125 pages. I don't know. It's over there on the table.
All right. So let's talk about you for a moment, and then we're going to get into your siblings. But let's go back to you with high school, because you only mentioned it briefly. You were a four-letter man. Describe what a four-letter man is.
Football, basketball, baseball, and track.
Okay, and you got a letter for each one of those. That means you
That's-
excelled
That's
in
well.
one of those.
Well, you got a letter if you played. If you played, not necessarily if you excelled, but if you played.
Okay. You had read me an article where they talked about Joe Kennedy as this football player, and that football player was really pretty good. I guess we don't have the article around, but can you tell me some of the things that you did as a football player?
Well,